Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I had to drop a video real quick about some comments that were left under the video that I made about the poisoning of the University of Hartford student Jazzy, aka Chanel Rowe, by her roommate Pumpkin Spice Becky. And so the two comments were, this wouldn't have happened if we were segregated, and this is why separation needs to happen. First of all, segregation and separation is never the answer to what the issue is. The issue is racism and the fact that we need to address it and not tolerate that type of foolishness anymore. And it's particularly offensive to suggest segregation because my father grew up segregated. People want to act like we're so past racism and the things that has happened, but we're not. We're literally one generation out of segregation. Matter of fact, the generation that was segregated, they're still walking around. There are plenty of people in the South that can tell you what segregation was like. My father would drive us around. My dad is from the small town in Louisiana called Rayville. And he would drive us around and say, this is the movie theater. We could only sit at the top and we could barely wait. As soon as the movie was over, we would have to run out and leave so we wouldn't get attacked by white people. This is where these group of white men chased me in this truck, and I had to escape across, a pipe over a creek in order to get away. Over here is where this little white boy decided to shoot arrows at me. This is during segregation. Rocks thrown at school buses, all type of ignorance going on. Segregation and separation is never an answer because it doesn't solve anything. The only thing that's going to happen is that hatred and that ignorance is going to fester. Nothing's going to change unless we address it. Okay? Nothing's going to change unless we address it. Because if you think about talking about this would have never happened, yes, it would have. Even if we were segregated, mess like this would have happened. Because of the simple fact, if you think of hundreds and hundreds of years ago, before slavery and everything else, all of this mess got started because you had a group of people who thought they were better than everybody else and thought the world that was theirs for the taking. Thought that they had the right to go to other people's lands and other people's countries and take what was not theirs because they thought they were better than them. We were separated then. And if we don't learn from the past, it's going to repeat itself. It is going to repeat itself. We already got enough issues going on. We do not need segregation and we do not need to separate ourselves. We just need to address it. Every time this type of foolishness rears its ugly head, we need to pay it. We need to open it up, expose it, and cause it and not tolerate it anymore. I mean, that's the end of it. Because at the end of the day, racism and prejudice, you teach that to people. That is something that is actually taught to people. Love is natural. Love happens on its own. You don't have to teach a child to love, but you have to teach a child to hate. You have to teach them that they are better than somebody else. So far to the fact that they think that they have the right to spit in someone's food, their lotion, their coconut oil, to take their toothbrush in some place where the sun don't shine. That girl was taught that she was better than Jazzy. She said she did what she did because Jazzy was rude to her. She never would have did that to a rude white girl. I know this. You know this. This is about race. We don't need to separate. We need to expose and address. Leave your comment down below. Like, click, subscribe.